Rawr.
Day 5. Alright, Freeburg Tribune. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Golden Bird. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Oh, no. Oh, Mayor Rogers. City has no problems with racists. Oh, what a day it's going to be. Oh, more cutscenes. Jeez.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
Oh, Jack, don't tell me you're like some kidnapper murderer.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn. Especially guests with their own personal bodyguards.
Bodyguards or just straight up guards?
But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans
Oh, lover
people,
boy.
Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. Family,
no.
relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else.
Kendrick.
They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
What do you need, Kendrick?
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters
man,
to
Kendrick,
pieces
what are you
before sunrise.
doing, man?
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Jeez, so do I help him out and kind of semi-corrupt myself a bit here? Or I'd refuse, and then Sans will... Like, they already made the point where Sans, like, kills entire families by hanging them by the Christmas tree. I mean, his family didn't ask for this, right? So let's see how far this rabbit hole goes.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack,
Get the fuck out of my nice, cozy barn, Frank.
Jesus. Well, maybe there's some money in this first for a retirement.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls.
Alright.
Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
Yikes. Maybe made the wrong choice there. And I guess on the flip side, we could agree to help him now and then bring him down, right? I guess that's the goal. Birch, I got some terrible heartburn this morning. Might be better if I go home and lie down. Nope. Take some Tums, get in the car. Alright, we're back to the A-team. Stovall, Vandal. Need some more development today. Let's try these happy fellows. After that very, very just intense conversation there with my deputy, who should hopefully be alive but gone. Well, there was no newspaper article saying he was dead, so... City Hall. Tomorrow's the deadline? Nope. Salary. Hey, your weekly salary. Hope you don't disappoint. $1,200. Oh, jeez. No wonder everyone's so corrupt around here. Alright, requests to City Hall. Let's ask for the officer slot, detective, SWAT upgrade, and a raise. Let's do it all. Alright, disorderly conduct. This is a much happier song. Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches. You know what? I think we'll end it here for today, and come back next time and carry on with day 5. And hopefully Kendrick doesn't end up in a bag with parts of his kids, and hopefully I don't either. See you next time. And we're back with This is the Police. We just started day 5 here. Yeah, so we have disorderly conduct, Eddie's Burgers, piss-soaked bum sleeping in the cafe. We want to get him out of there. We made a deal with the devil to save Kendrick's life last time by agreeing to be aligned to the Mafia at police headquarters. Hopefully this means that we're not entirely on them, or we'll have an opportunity to get rid of Sands later or something like that. But for now, at least, we're going to have to keep things on the straight and narrow and do our best here. So let's send Stovall out with Grant and hope they get the bad people. Or the bad people. Not even a bad guy, just a poor homeless guy. But anyway, hopefully they get Grant leveled up. Robbery, a touch of Dionysus liquor store. Witness looked up from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. Alright, Vandal. Take Frazier, who's our new person, and Samity. No. Yes, just in case we have to send these guys out. I want someone who's really skilled with these two idiots. And, armed man, yeah, 3 cops should be enough for that. Hopefully they don't all die. So apparently cop death is a very real thing in this game. Fingers crossed we don't experience anytime soon. Yep, fight residential area. Hot dog vendor reports he saw Elvis impersonators grappling on the sidewalk. Robbins, take Birch and Birch. Let's see how they do. Everybody's out of the station right now. Just chilling with the SWAT team. Disorderly conduct. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Boom. Grant's clawing her way back up. Alright. Stovall just crushing it. Old Morgan Freeman. Alright, robbery. The shop has 2 exits from which a few people have already fled. Drive a patrol car through the front window. Sneak up on the back door. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding a gun to the hostage's head saying, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. Oh, let's see. You in the mask, shut your face, drop the weapon. Quiet Abdul here is making things more complicated. Silently take aim at the robber. I guess we need to order him to drop the weapon, because we can't just shoot him, right? The robber grows visibly nervous. "Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll take a little bit and go. No one was hurt." Cashier begins to cry. There's 2 ways out of this shop. Well, he's showing weakness, right? Leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. Shoot the robber. There's 2 ways out of the shop, in a cuffs or in a body bag. I don't know if that's going to push him to do something dumb or not. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Hey! It worked. Awesome. Frazier, you doing that tossed salad of scrambled eggs jive there. Doing a great job. Oh. Robbery in the city center. An antique Chinese necklace is stolen from Baoliang, pardon me, while she's on her way to the pawn shop. Woody, number 1. Take Moser with you, because Beasley's already pretty skilled, but Moser's lagging behind. What do we got here? Jack, this year's organization, the Golden Beast Hunt, silly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. Now features terms instead of a single competitor. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? All right. Well, Birch and Birch, guess what, guys? Oh, City Hall. It's a hot one today. A lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches. Jeez. Send an officer. Grant, you're going to the beach. Have a good sort of day off. Hopefully, Birch and Birch will be back in time to go to this one. Fight report. Offender escaped. God damn it, Birches. You're the worst. Stovall. All right, destruction of property. We're not going to send Stovall alone to this. Entitled Sex Operation. A gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in, began smashing the exhibits. Okay. So we're going to wait for some officers to come back. Hopefully we'll have enough time here. Like maybe Fraser, Vandal, this crew. All right, perfect. Vandal, yeah, Samity, and... Actually, yeah, the 2 of you... No, Vandal and Fraser. 2 of you report. If you need backup, call for it, hopefully. And then we'll send Birch and Birch out to this joker. Birch and Birch. Hopefully they'll either get some professionalism out of it, or we'll just get rid of them. Who knows? And hopefully Fraser and... Who did we send to that? Fraser and Vandal? Yeah. Yes? No. Yes. Alright, robbery. Investigation has started. Okay, we'll look into that when we get some frames. Destruction of property. Offender escape. Ah! Guys, not cool. Alright. Oh, we got frames already for the robbery. Okay. Miss Liang. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. I didn't have time to do anything, not even cry out. Fishman. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. Didn't have time to see if it was a man or a woman. Well, this all lines up with the motorbike. Olivares, didn't see his face, but he's dressed in a jacket like those biker gangs. That looks like a leather jacket. Phillips, definitely not a local. Bald and have beards. This guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. No, he's definitely got a head of luscious hair and no beard. Didn't see a weapon, just grabbed the bag. So it's got to be... I'm approaching my hand out. I snuck it off your arm, and I ran away. Beauty. All right. Let's go arrest this chump. Samity, Robbins. Crush it. Vandalism at Atticus Tower. Guard went out for a smoke. Stovall, you're going to have to go solo on this one. Trace a brat up the tree. Go get him. Go give him some wisdom. And that Morgan Freeman voice you do so well. Ernest Fitzgerald report. We did it, Boyd. We won. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or two. We've taken the day off. We deserve it. You guys are almost acceptable now, but it's not cool just to bail. Birch, and Grant are all on other assignments today. It's going to be tough if we get a lot of calls. Oh, it's the end of the day. Whew. Thank goodness. Robbie report. Offender caught. Yeah. Awesome. Good job, guys. Case closed. Moster's coming up in the world. Moody is just awesome. I think Moody's even outscoring Mole now. And let's see here. Stovall, I think, is the only outstanding. Yeah. Vandalism report. Offender caught. Stovall, good job. Woo, what a day. No one died, mostly successful, even with like half of our police force out doing other things. Looks like tomorrow's gonna be a long day. Most of the first of long days, just too much going on. Yikes. Oh, alright. That went pretty well. Yeah, I'll end the day on Shift A here. Shift A really seems to be kind of bringing it in versus Shift B. Alright, day 6, the Freeburg Tribune. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine had a new form of schizophrenia. It's called being an idiot. Golden Bird. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer, sent to mental hospital. And the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper. Mayor Rogers, quote, not afraid of the competition. Oh, man. Hopefully Blaine doesn't become the new chief of police, because that would be just wrong on so many levels. Alright, what do we got here?
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
Oh, it's gotta be Sans,
Man?
right?
What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He
Oh,
gave
is
me
this
envelope and
his
left.
buddy, the mayor's buddy that we interrupted?
Okay, let's see about this.
Envelope, eh? Full of cash? Oh, goodness. So,
Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in. My servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse.
at least Hendrik got out.
Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more
Christopher G.
precious.
Sand in your ice arena.
But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
It's foreboding. Jack's not too happy about it.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
Yeah, that number's gonna have to start sliding, isn't it? Yikes! Oh, achievement unlocked. Severed leg. Yikes, 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 yikes. Alright.